Chaos is coming, but Wargame Exclusive has you covered.
Spiky bits.
Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I'm Baer from SpikyBits.com. Today we are checking out some oldie but goodie, well not too old, releases from Wargame Exclusive featuring the Grimskull sculpts that are so dope and fresh. I mean, the resin casts are crisp, the detail is everywhere, and you don't even see until you put it together all the cool little nooks and crannies on the models. Every time we get one of these in our hot little hands, until we actually get it put together and start looking at it, you don't realize all the stuff that are on these models. They're designed that well and they're that gorgeous. And they have a robust line of Chaos. Of course, Chaos is the big thing right now in early 2019. So I thought, well, hey, let's go back, take a look at some of these models here that you can definitely use for a lot of different things out there in 2019 for Chaos. And they obviously have some more stuff over on their site as well. So over at wargameexclusive.com, you can see all of the different varieties of miniatures. They have all sorts of categories. We've showed you this stuff in the past. They sent us these Chaos ones to talk about because, well, I guess it's, pretty much the rise of Chaos right now. And you can see they have a whole bunch of different miniatures on here. Today we're going to take a look at the Warpcaster and the Conqueror Lord. Conqueror Lord's a little bit more. It's 29.99 euros, and the Warpcaster is a little bit less, 24.99 euros. Obviously in American monies, it's a little bit cheaper, but not too much of a difference there. And of course they don't arbitrage, they don't artificially inflate their conversion rates or anything. But there you can kind of see some of how this is going to look once we get it together and all pulled out there. So it's a great little, you could use them as a master of sacrifice, you could use him as a some sort of sorcerer, all sorts of different things there. And he's got a great dope base as well that you can also put them on at 32 millimeters. There's some suggested stuff. And the Conqueror Lord, well, Chaos, in 8th edition 40k, if that's your thing. Well, now it's all about having the lords and all about having the extra bubbles for different things. And this guy looks great. Obviously, he's a little bit bigger. He might be on a 40. We'll have to check that here in a sec. But I mean, look at that cape. Look at that everything. It's just so fresh looking. Yeah, he's on a 40 mil base. So he's technically a Chaos Lord. And maybe the best thing, or Terminator Lord, maybe the best thing is the shipping rate right here. So it's not that much more for a little bit of shipping, and then of course you can pay with PayPal. I think that's actually the only way to pay is with PayPal right there. And so, I mean, pretty much all sorts of different things in here. You don't have to just look at new Chaos. They got some new releases here, which we also have, and we'll be taking a look at. If Assassin's your thing, they got a bunch of new Assassin sculpts and things on here as well. Tower, always really, really big, or excuse me, they call them the Greater Good. Depending on what you're looking for, they definitely have you covered on the Count's Hat side of things. So first up is going to be the Chaos Warpcaster, and this is a gorgeous miniature. You can see it's on the 32 mil base. Now, I guess you can't really see in the light, but you do have to wash all this resin to get the mold release off of it. We, in the affiliate links that may or may not be on the comments page, hopefully they're there. There's a really cool washer. You don't have to get this big of one, but you can definitely get a smaller one that we recommend. Also, you could just use a toothbrush with a little bit of detergent from the dishwash detergent. I use like Joy or the fake Joy or whatever it is from Walmart that's super cheap. It works great. So just keep that in mind before you work with any resin. Always make sure you wash it off. But I mean, the quality on this stuff is, like I said, just, I mean, you can see it right here in the camera. Like, look at all that bone detail, or, Baroque kind of plated, I guess, kind of armor. The detail on the feet and the knee pad right there. The tattered robes are just incredible. Like, it's really awesome. Now, one thing I did notice, and I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, is this little iron halo thingy-mabobber. Doesn't look like it has a spot, but it looks like there's these little notches right here on this backpack, right above the power cables right there, that they're supposed to go, but it doesn't look like that on the site. So I'm not going to attach that. I'm going to email them and figure out what's going on with that one. So we may not have that to kind of look at, but we're going to put the rest of this together, wash it up, put it together, get a good look at it all assembled together and on its base, just to see how dope this model really, really is. One magic swoosh later, swoosh. We have assembled the miniature. Gorgeous. Like I said, the amount of detail is sheerly overwhelming. I mean, from the base and all the skulls and all the plating down there, just to Not sure if I can. Yeah, there we go. There's some better light. Just to all the tattered robes, the bones, the chain detail, the exposed spine, the little thrusters. I mean, there's so much going on here. The braziers on top. It's just incredible. Like the amount of detail work right here. Even the staff here with the 2 skulls in it. I mean, you can do all sorts of OSL glow and techniques and things. But I mean, it's just a very much incredible model. Now, you can probably see a little bit better those 2 square little notches right there at the very top. That is probably where that iron halo goes. I didn't want to mess with it, but just be aware that there might be a piece missing here, but I think he looks great without it regardless. So either way, you could use him as a sorcerer, you could use him as some sort of demagogue, kind of chaplain, whatever you want. Kind of a dual purpose kit right here that I feel like is quite stunning for any follower of the Dark Gods. So another great looking miniature, the Chaos Conqueror Lord, is, well, their version of a Terminator Lord, basically. It's gonna come on a 40mm base. You got 2 arm options, which I didn't even see on the website right there. So you got a power sword and a power axe or force or whatever you want to do. Lots and lots of counts as options here. 2 little trophy racks, a storm bolter with a crazy drum fed ammo drum right there. Looks incredible. And some really dope shoulder pads, the likes of which we definitely haven't seen in plastic ever. Like, it's just incredible. So, I mean, the model itself, again, it's just simply stunning with all, I can't even tell you what all that detail is, but once you get a primer job and a light dry brush on it, I'm sure it will really start to reveal itself. No mystery pieces here on this one. This should go together pretty easily, minus the options for the arms, and we'll hit that up and come on back and show you what we got. Whew, there he is. Incredible miniature. We've already talked about it ad nauseum, but whoop, there's a kid here. Just take a look at it. I mean, everything, so much detail. I love the shoulder pads the most, but I think the dynamic kind of posing of the chain here with the tattered robes going all the way around one piece, and it's got the exhaust, and then the trophy racks kind of being at that 45 cantered angle. I love it. Just very, very cool looking, and not something you would expect to see. So it's just enough different looking that you're like, oh wow, that's cool. And then you're like, what can I use it for? And then once you put the different weapons on here, you can kind of have them up like that or down like this, or I think on the site it has it something like that going off to the side, because that slot right there is where you're gonna put the shoulder pad. So either way, I mean, you can kind of play around with it as long as you fit the shoulder pad onto it, I guess. But for the most part, I think they kind of want it like this right here. But well, whatever, no big deal. You still got a couple of options, and then there's the sword one. And the sword one, I guess you can kind of just hold it down like that. I don't know, a couple different ways to go with it right there. I mean, you can kind of do whatever you want, but for the most part, you're going to be locked in based off of where that shoulder pad's going to go. So you got a little bit of twist right there, but not, probably like to right there or right up. It just kind of depends on what you want to do. But overall, I think it's a great looking miniature, and Chaos is definitely on the way / already here with all the previews and the Shadow Spear box set coming out. So on a 40mm base, Terminator size, you can definitely use this guy for a lot of different things when it comes to the Warhammer 40K game, if that's your thing. If not, it's a great collector's piece. It's highly detailed and will make for a very, very fun and exciting paint job right there. So that's it for this one, y'all. Make sure you check out Wargame Exclusive, of course, the Grim Skull line of miniatures and sculptors out there in Eastern Europe. Of course, they sent this to us for us to show you because they are gorgeous miniatures, and well, we love talking about their stuff. Been doing it for several years now. So check them out, wargameexclusive.com. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be the very first to like and comment on all our videos.